Hello, all you Autism Parenting Magazine readers. October is here, and that means Halloween will soon be among us. For many people, this is a really joyous occasion. However, for parents with children that are on the spectrum, I know that it can be very scary, very anxiety-driven occasion. So we teamed up with the company Doodle Iron, and they were kind enough to give us software to create a social story, a free social story that's in this issue, to help explain trick-or-treating. So it's an 8-step social story, explains trick-or-treating to the kids, and I hope that if you go over it with your child in the weeks before Halloween, that when Halloween does come, there's really no surprises left and the anxiety won't be there. So I want to say thank you very much to the Doodle Iron company. I highly recommend their software. It's very easy to use. I've used it for my own children in the past, and now they even have a new program out called View to Do, which is great because you don't have to have the latest version of this and that. It's just very easy to use. Tons of pictures, tons of pre-made templates and pre-made social stories and scheduling. Very easy to use, highly recommended. In addition to that, to the free social story, we have tons of great articles this month. Kim McCafferty wrote this amazing article when her son asked her who the first person with autism was. And I thought it was great to know the history of who the first person was that was diagnosed with autism, so I encourage you to read that. It's a great read. Cynthia Kim wrote an article about getting an adult diagnosis. A lot of parents don't even realize they have Asperger's until their child is diagnosed with a form of autism, and then it comes out, oh geez, that's a lot of those descriptions fit me. So Cynthia breaks down how to go about getting a diagnosis, if you should go about getting a diagnosis, what the benefits are, and what to do. Renee Salas was kind enough to write another great piece for us, this one entitled Masquerade, and it's all about masking as an adult or growing up with being a person with Asperger's. In addition to that, we have an article by Jacqueline Hunt, who is a life coach, and instead of desensitizing people to reduce anxiety, she brings a whole different perspective on it, on how to reduce anxiety by teaching people how to recognize things. So I encourage reading that too. I have to say, I love all the articles in this month's issue. So if that wasn't enough to get you to read, we also have a great, I got to review John Elder Robison's latest book, Raising Cubby. As always, it was a fantastic memoir, and I couldn't put it down. So tons of great resources, laughable at times, just a great book. I was able to interview Caroline Coleman and Kyle Coleman, her son. Kyle is a nonverbal adult with autism that sings with a perfect pitch. He's a fantastic musician, and his mom and him teamed up to write. She writes the lyrics and he sings, and it's just an incredible journey they've been on together. So I was able to interview them and talk about their journey and where they're going and what's coming out next. So check out the interview. And we teamed up with Simi Doynes, who wrote a free guide as to how to use iPad schedules and the benefits of using iPad schedules versus all the paper schedules. And she is letting us give the guide away for free. It's a free digital guide as to how to use iPad schedules. So check out the Q&A section to see if your child would benefit from them or not and how to get started with that. I'd like to say happy Halloween to the world, and to our Canadian neighbors, I would like to say happy Thanksgiving. I hope you all have a great month. I'm Leslie Burby, editor of Autism Parenting Magazine.